music?
Of course.
Nothing to be worried about.
Hey, are you a fool?
I'm sorry. Hey, don't.
Rest assured, Miss Robin will intensify our...
I trust you guys. Actually,
Miss Robin...
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. The planet, of course, the family.
Wonder.
Don't worry.
please be.
Thank you for your hard work. This is a small gift.
I can't.
If trouble comes knocking on...
Preparation is important. Regarding the race...
Plus, I meant that.
Everyone, please...
Even if you say... Miss Robin?
Still...
Huh?
Here. Make sure to take good... We're back to where it all began. It is a pleasure. I'm fine. I know you have, but in that instant before it killed me, so I intended to call upon death before you arrived. It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria, miasma. But after, I was still alive, and so, and after, and that's it. That is all that's happened. No, now. Take a deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us. I never knew you could do this. Do you have a
I do.
That is...
Why?
I'm
fine.
I'm not so sure about that.
Infiltration is...
There's still some time. Such a long...
in half a system. It's in your script.
Sorry.
I told you before.
What about you then?
As always.
Because I'm... Elio would hope that before that...
After today, Gepella's name will disappear from cosmic history. And the Everflame Mansion will take its place. That's your next stop.
Land of the dream.
Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Close your eyes.
The question that every emergent...
The atmosphere here, but from the whispers of the...
It's that man again. Himiko and March have already...
The real dreamscape, the land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
Keep going straight down this alley, and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
I hear the watchmaker.
What a huge body. Looks like the watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef. There's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape, and all beyond the family's reach. The atmosphere in this fortress,
When I first saw it, what's even more but
but there's no
take a right turn.
not coming.
The Astral Express.
Sure, letting her go was the right. Let's go. He's right. The Reverie Hotel's but we'd better check.
Go melt it down.
Hello, Misha.
Tick-tock!
You're...
How did you two...
So, this...
Yep.
This...
Sleepy is a member.
Based on the
Dad?
I see.
I see. Mr. Yang, is it Miss Robin?
Just as...
If you're looking for...
If it's...
Oh. How about this? She's gone to Mrs.
All right, then. Well, we now know. Yes, that's my thinking. Say, I can't shake off. Forget it.
Everyone, look! Oh. Look! There she is!
My calculations are finally done. I'm Kami. See that huge gate? But the scary part is, according to my calculations, the flow rate of Memoria I constantly am after tens.
Beautiful.
Oh,
We're very...
Why, of course. Regrettably, I came to Petticoat. I felt it.
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound... That's right.
Miss Katie, regular. Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to...
Please, come to your senses. I'm begging you.
Ghost! There's a ghost! Don't...
Oh my. There you are. Quickly, come help. Well, this is how... Ha ha. He thinks he's...
Dear guest.
That's right.
Stop it! Don't say that!
Another journey begins. Still waters of oblivion.
Something out of nothing. Infinity.
Nap time. Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
Something out of nothing.
He passed out.
I see.
Unlike in the suite, but we can't just leave.
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys. Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape.
Difícil. Mais ou menos.
I suppose I can just ignore this. All things are Go melt it down. I suppose I can just ignore this.
Evening, Jessie. Is it evening?
Welcome, Miss March.
These two are my friends.
There have been a lot of new faces.
Do such things often?
Not really, but this man has had.
Hello, Vian.
That must be Robin.
Huh? Rob?
Misha's about to take us.
We met some. I heard that places like Dreamflux I also heard that
If that's true,
Himeko must be gathered.
details here.
Himeko!
Perfect time.
It's a pleasure.
You know.
I've been keeping an eye on you. Please.
Grave?
Life in Dreamflux Reef.
You're too modest.
So, on... They're actually... but before that, you have...
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
There she is.
It really is her! Miss Robin!
Oh, I can't.
It was nothing, Grace. Life must be quite...
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say...
Emma and Andy are, if we compare me, and
I'm glad that you found...
don't worry, Robin. But you know what? You see, in Dream,
And shed our feathers. There's no need to covet and...
It's a relief to see you safe.
It's nice to see... Ever since I returned. But now it seems... Sweet dreams while I was away from Bleeder. The land of the X...
Hearing you speak.
I hate to admit it. It's regrettable. This is not the
Could there be another force, considering what happened?
I'd heard about what happened to the Cienjo Alliance. Regardless, I must uncover the real. I've decided to forgo my role and never step foot on the Charmony Festival's... Look here, brother. A little bird.
Looks like that Charmony dug.
It looks weakened.
This place is too...
Okay.
I'll ask.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh,
I do.
why?
Even if it's small birds.
I think she's right.
As you probably know, we've seen this, their ancestor after countless.
So,
Well, that's an idea.
I think people...
That's an interest.
For now,
Well,
we will take good...
yeah.
and what?
What if... should we let them go?
Talking in your sleep, Bert? You look a little... Yeah.
Where is Robin?
Don't worry, your sister. If I were you...
If you wanted to
So, you figured out...
choice.
You are aware of... I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate. I find it hard to believe.
Fine. You don't have the sense of justice.
Show me, Rob.
All right. As you...
What's your trick this
And the crew, too.
This is the monument
Rosalina.
when Penacony was known, however.
If their names are inscribed...
According to Micah,
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles. In the decade following the war,
The way I'd expect...
true to the title of...
When Dreamflux here we meet again.
Robin.
I promised to give the That sounds... Oh? Is it that up?
The look on your...
Siblings, before we begin, as Gallagher, the...
History fic...
Well, don't worry.
I double-checked with...
Thank you for your... Well, it all... The Stellaron. You're totally correct. How keen. The sweet dream doesn't come to achieve this, and that's not something... In Asdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster. It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play. The Stellaron the turning point came after by the time of
And I suppose...
Not just that, those three eras.
Then...
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment, confusion. Sadly, at my wit's end, dormancy.
So
It's not just that.
So, though,
If
that's the case,
that's a question for Mr. Are you done talking?
It.
as I suspected.
As for the person,
Well, that was
correct. I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an on. Moreover, Mr. Gopher will...
what do you mean by that?
To be honest, I can't just stand. I won't step on that for the Paradise Inner.
Indeed. As the head of the Oak, I'll fight alongside you.
the enemies you are about, since our interests are aligned.
We have always been following.
Yeah, exactly.
Rest assured.
Thank you.
Thank you all very
The Charmony Festival is...
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations. I may have been quick to step up to the plate.
Huh?
He's the leader of the.
Maybe you can.
No, that won't do. You're still carrying. I may have been quick to.
Huh?
He's the leader of the.
Maybe you can.
No, that won't do. You're still carrying. As I suspected, that if I'm right,
Aventurine?
remember what I said earlier? If negotiations, the only question mark.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too.
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep.
Don't you have some.
Why would you say?
Before we departed, if I'm not mistaken.
I've been watching Miss Himiko,
Yes.
and you two, young.
I don't know much.
As for the last nameless, on his deathbed, come with me.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say. I've kept my promise. Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. Don't let us down, old man.
What's happening?
Café. Acabar esse arco logo.
Go ahead. His resting place lies the first and last nameless of Mikhail Char Legward, the watchmaker.
Looks like it's not a bad time for a performance.
With the dragon lady here, I have nothing to worry about.
Your reputation precedes you. The ever-changing battlefield is also a place where knowledge comes in handy.
Sure enough.
The legacy he left behind. After all.
Well, let's... Wait, seriously? How could a dream...
That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. I could never
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most
Don't start.
Just as Mikhail, there must be something contained in this dream bubble.
Well, that's why.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip. It's for Mikhail.
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel.
Greetings.
The Astral
Yes,
I see, but you... And you...
Me?
Since there's a precedent, it should... I'm sorry, dear guests.
What do you mean?
My apologies.
How about this?
I'm afraid that's not possible.
How about you?
I'm sorry, but
So nothing works, huh?
please be patient.
And now it seems you need to...
It's...
Oh, fudge.
I don't think she's trying to... Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave.
Sure thing. Holmes seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything. Whoa. Do you think they're...
I'm not at present all of...
She doesn't appear... This place is too big.
Well, anyway.
Unsettling.
Relax. Well, looks like I'm back already.
Hasn't she returned?
Nope. Neither the staff.
I agree. I walked around the hotel.
Well, I'll be... not so.
Are you suggesting...
I wouldn't say they don't want to attract...
If I were family...
Of course, we don't...
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, I can't...
I'm sorry.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play.
Yes, I am.
We're the name we've been waiting. It's called.
I apologize. Just...
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey,
Has done a... If someone had reserved...
That's true.
What should we do now?
No.
Well... What can I get for anything you recommend? Then I would recommend...
This flavor.
Dynamite barbecue. As long as you're satisfied.
Let's give the memo keeper another half system.
The situation is unusual for the fop.
Actually, as you know, isn't there a saying I'm talking? Well, with that Acheron.
And you believe that...
Not in any way.
Unless...
Maybe it's people do stupid eons.
You think she...
It's much...
But in my opinion...
Oh.
Exactly. It's more about...
I don't know what you've been. That's why the galaxy... Just in case. I have a backup plan if the memo keeper doesn't
sure have a lot of
Well, by the way...
What's your
It's simple.
No need for that.
Wait.
Are you...
Huh? Oh, I'll be what...
No mistake.
Well, looks...
You're back?
Oh.
2 guests?
She's one of them. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express. But sneaking in like that? You have no regard for etiquette.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the name...
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face...
Finally, memo.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name, I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag.
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully,
To be honest, it was...
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals.
Trustworthy? Son of a How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat, and
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Don Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed, I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise to return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me raindrops are said so. How long has this rain been going?
I used to know it looks like the garden. Well, mortals, and for some,
like those
sin thirsters, they emerge from the night. We were once my...
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? It was of the unwaveringness for me.
But you know these...
Does this seem some tasks?
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
I see. Thank you, Mr.
Before we part ways, it is true that if...
A good question. What I do know, someone knows.
Meu Deus, missão longa. Rapaz.
When I appeared as a child, as I grew into adult,
I humbly request your blessing.
come to me.
As you wish. I have faithfully out of...
Do you sincerely? Have you examined? Are you willing to? Very well. Next.
I...
Rest assured.
Oh.
I see.
But the bloodhound...
The family is ready.
Oh.
Next.
Hey, look.
I have sought this.
Sure. That's it.
Do you?
My Sid, you think nobody knows? Before you start spouting off your holy verses, well, I've spent enough time in confession.
Oh, revered triple. Who can judge? Who can vouch? Who can if the strong? Who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Brother?
You've been working non-stop.
It has always been our, even if the negotiation.
The Dream Master.
Let's hope.
Indeed.
It's about time.
Don't worry. I'll be...
Dear, it's Mr. Sunday!
Looks like someone needs help. Let's go check it out.
everything you...
Why? It's better to be.
Is this...
Oh, see you around, Mr.
What's up, sis?
This is the man we ran into, even those sweet dreams...
I suppose you have a point.
Why do you say...
You think that man is not actually. People believe they have it. However...
Are you suggesting that...
Exactly. But, ironically, the survival of the... No tragedies exist here.
Perhaps that man...
Yes. See...
Glad to meet you again, Rob. You're too kind. I can't stand being looked. But if this went on... Dad, every day you get to... But that's exactly only in this week. And I wish you a fan...
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you. Why?
She had a valid point.
What you're trying to...
Well...
However...
No. Dreamscape is truly breathtaking.
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person here. What an honor. You're right. Even though time stands still in this dream...
A philosophical night?
Oh, not at all, no.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, and then... They have my physical body, my true appearance.
So...
My world has been torn.
That old man's story.
That's precisely why.
However, even the sweet dream has its limitations. While it...
There will be a way out.
That a skill.
Barely.
Now that you've had your...
What? Now you should be thinking...
That was a personal...
The Charmony... I don't care what Penacony...
Stop it.
Our paradise is none of...
All right. Do you really believe... Well, I've done my part. And now I'm simply waiting for the fight. Here, the last... And it'll be thrilled.
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon. Let's wait here for...
Okay. Seems like a lot of...
Well...
But that someone... The paradise in Penacony is not...
Remember the old man?
That might be true. That path makes Penacony granting...
Well, the future for humanity. You remember how we took...
Yeah.
Well, shortly after you left...
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
But use the
thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, that's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails and abandoned?
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the...
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority, some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal, and the weak can only...
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own.
While the harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak, even in this carefree dream. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival?
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister?
Mr. Gopher, what if I could become a cord member?
I see.
Don't you?
Of course I do.
Then let's build a stage that...
It's a...
Yeah, it's...
Maybe.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to...
But, Bart, why else would he have chosen? Do you have the numbers?
Got any more?
As I see it, Penacony is our we're more familiar.
That's right. But the problem is... So, no. The express... So, I heard that as long as we... So... to tell you that...
So they're still running.
We'll follow Marge's...
I'm afraid I will...
Should we ever cross paths?
All right.
And Miss Firefly.
We've already come...
This is also the spirit.
Oh, wow! They've really outdone them!
Behold! Here come 4 friends with spirits high and full of... Yes, you...
Excuse me, you... As the last group of contestants...
Would you be open to a...
Your journey...
The sword and...
A knight's head is hard...
People are boring.
Ladies and gentlemen, please. Coming towards us now is... Allow me to
Hello?
Can't hide it anyway. Hello, everyone.
So it's a bunch of... Grab a bottle. filled with boundless possibilities.
I suppose I can just ignore this.
Nameless, you once, during the dream chasing, I wholeheartedly. That's the
Hello, everyone.
trailblazing into the
I hope that
Safety first.
waiting for you. Our hand in those are the.
Everyone, as March and I haven't...
fine by me.
All right. I don't have.
We'll split into the assigned group.
Welcome to the third in the school of act now.
The champion's crown awaits you on the stage. Welcome to the arena of action.
Competitors, there are a total of, it's worth mentioning.
Time is of the essence.
Contestants, as dream chasers. Again?
Dying soul, face me. I'll accept your punishment. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
That's half the work. Just for oblivion.
Something out of nothing. Soul.
Pretty simple.
Watch this magic trick.
Go melt it down.
Congratulate just as you're about to.
Why?
Is because. Isn't this just practical?
Safeguard!
No matter. This is where it ends. Still water's the limit.
I'm just a frail scholar. Look, the show. With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Together as one.
Show me your courage. Burn it all.
Yin and yang.
Destined for oblivion.
I have it under control.
And awaken.
Let this place
All
win its
things in
glory.
this world have their laws. Human creation.
Forever do. So feeble.
Still water's the limit. I weep for the departed. It shall fall.
With this divine power, I reforge all things. Burn it all. Accept your punishment. Through my blood, forever doomed.
Destined for oblivion.
Não dá trabalho.
Kisses me with.
Go melt it down.
Congratulations, no matter how.
None will take. Oh, dinosaur! Grab a bottle of salt.
This is where it ends. Still water's the limit.
I see through you. Converge and awaken.
So familiar.
Let this place witness glory.
half the work. For oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Show me your courage. Burn it all. Strike. Burn it all. What's the matter? Insanity. Forever doomed.
Still waters of oblivion.
I see through you.
I'm just a frail scum.
Morre. Sem pena.
Isn't this fight
Transforming and after an extended in the years that fall.
looks like we won? Let's hurry up and get to the next stage.
Take it and buy some new armor for your tribe.
Or was it fate? Still waters of oblivion.
I see through you.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Clearing the stage, but more importantly, look at the time.
That red hair can...
You'll find out if you have the option to choose. And now, make your...
Luca bravo.
Friends, well, it is said that the enter into the wood...
If it's a gunfire trial,
Yes, alas! Oh, brave Hanu, you look like you could really use some help. Long time no see. Oh, listen, but you know. Now, I can't wait.
Let's stay alert and make sure those monsters don't spot us.
Pegar peça, né?
Look up there! If we can push that thing down. Finally, that's all the jigsaw pieces. Let's hurry back.
Hurry!
Such haphazard instructions.
Que a porrada em geral é avançar.
Disconnecting from that thing so suddenly has left me feeling slightly disoriented. Is that Han? What exactly is he talking?
Tick-tock!
Clocky?
In Dreamville, Hanu says that the enemy is... Touch that suspicious-looking TV right now!
So they just... Sheesh. Well, there we go again. Ready? I am...
No, last one, Brett.
But...
Guess what?
bazooka here. Now we should have a way of dealing with those baddies. This thing feels just like the soaring locust too. Careful. It looks like we've...
Tá todo mundo ao mesmo tempo.
Here we go again. But no. That should be all of the...
Mother!
Well, that's that.
Not bad. I'll accept it.
Congratulations to in the finals. Welcome to the 30th.
Eu já passei daqui, que tem outra coisa, velho.